Hey, hey, folks. Yeah, I must tell you about something. First of all, that's the house where I live on this estate. Now, there is a huge Komoto dragon. I don't know whether you've heard of the Comoto dragons from the Comoto Islands. Well, there is a huge um, Komoto dragon living on this estate. Very few people have seen it, but I was very lucky. About 3 days ago, I saw it with my very own eyes down at the bridge where you cross to get onto this estate. It was so huge and it was stalking a fully grown goat. So the goat had been tethered near the bridge and was trying to stand as far away from the predator as possible. Fortunately for the goat, I came driving in my car, and the rope that the goat was tethered to was running across the road. So I waited for the goat to go back to the other side so I can cross with the car I was driving. And lo and behold, what did I see? This huge Komoto dragon, and when it heard the car approaching, it turned and quickly swished into the bush, into the swamps, and I just caught sight of it. A very huge tail, and his feet, just like a crocodile. Actually, it looks exactly like the crocodile, apart from the head. And what makes it really look like a crocodile is the fact that it is gray in color. Now, most people think Komodo dragons are brown in color only, but apparently some are gray, and that makes them look very much like crocodiles. Now, right there down, if you can see the road going down to the bridge, in about 300 meters or 400, you get to the bridge, and that is where the Comoto dragon lives, in the swamps. And very few people have spotted it. I'm one of the fortunate ones to have seen it, along with my baby sister who's seen it before. But even the villagers, many of the closest villagers, because this place is off the grid, have not seen it. They have heard rumors from one person who saw it, but I am very lucky to have seen it. So that shows you there's a great deal of wildlife living on this ecosystem here. When I was last here, about 8 years ago, there was a cat, a kind of cat that's like a mountain lion. Um, I I forget the name, but it begins with S, its proper name. And it came to the property and trying, of course, it always shows up when the pigs have just given birth. And that time it came to the property over there near the house, which you're seeing now. And the dogs were alarmed and started barking fiercely and went to attack it, to chase it off the property. And in course of doing so, because there were about two dogs, it scratched or bit one of the dogs on the nose and almost ripped off the dog's nose, the black part, the tip of his nose. But fortunately, the dogs did manage to kill it, and we found it lying outside, dead, outside the house on the property. A very huge cat, like a mountain lion. So there you are. This is an ecosystem living, thriving here. We have bats, we have mongoose, we have that kind of mountain lion cat, we have a huge Komoto dragon, we have very special, huge kind of birds, very beautiful with shiny blue, almost purplish feathers, and white beaks, and some with red beaks, and some with yellow beaks, and some that make the sound ah, oh, 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 they make that kind of sound. So that's all for today. And as you can see, those are some of the nearest neighbors living right across there. It's a beautiful place, this is. And like I said, another neighbor living way up there, that house, which is set up as a farm. And finally, the rest all here belongs to um, the family here. And lastly, that's the cozy little house I live in. Okay, see you and see you the next time. Bye bye.